What's up guys, Zenigami here. We're gonna go through 30 Stamina Absalom Island. So Absalom's Island has a condition that says only Quick, Dex, Psi, and Food Orbs are shuffled. So it's if you get like a Strength Orb and you don't use it, it's not gonna get changed. Well, it's not gonna get changed. It's gonna stay there. We're going to use a quick team. It doesn't really matter if I use like Marco or oh my gosh, I lost her name, Hancock, because we're gonna go through the island pretty easily. This island is pretty easy, but the most important thing is that you have to be comfortable with the characters you're using. You gotta be pretty comfortable with the characters you're using because he will blind you, and if you've never seen a blind before, you'll make all those yellow letters that fly in and out, they'll make them invisible. So this is the first thing you need to know about this island. This Nami, this Tal Nami that we all love for our int teams, she'll never drop. This is not actually a character. She does not drop. So do not farm this island thinking, oh man, my Tal Nami is just not dropping. That's because she has a 0% chance to drop. This is one of the very few, I mean, like there's fewer than like 3 characters besides like event characters that will actually not drop on islands. This girl will never drop. She has 1 hit point, and as soon as you touch her, she dies. But you will never ever actually get her. So don't farm it thinking you're gonna get it. So the first couple stages are the usual. You can stall if you want. The only thing that I'm gonna be waiting for is Golden Pound Usopp, and that's gonna be pretty easy to get. Because this island is not difficult. Not difficult at all. All that's really important is that you know how to hit your perfects. If you're not comfortable with perfects, this island is significantly harder. And if you have a hard time hitting perfects, if you're an audio player and it doesn't lag, you can try turning on sound effects. But I would highly recommend playing without sound effects. You want to make sure your sound effects are turned off because then the animations are smoother and you get a more regular timing. And if you don't know how to turn off sound effects, you go to options here, and this one right here is sound effects. And with that off, I always play with sound effects off because it makes my attacks on a more regular timing. So this is the secret stage where Absalom, well not the secret stage, the mini boss stage where Absalom blinds you for 999 turns, so you're not going to stall this out. The zombie hits for, when the zombie is under 20%, he'll heal himself up and boost stats, but you'll see like everyone here has really low health. That's basically an Usopp with only a boost from Marco. And he still hits that hard. Nothing hits hard, just a couple thousand at a time. But you can't see your stuff, so you gotta have your attack timings down. If you cannot, if you're not comfortable with them, try taking them to 0 stamina, run some 0 stamina islands, and just focus on like trying to hit your perfects. Like pretty much everyone here I'm pretty comfortable with, except for Doma here. Doma I'm still a little funky on my timing on. The rest of everyone I've used so much, especially on like Global in Japan. Then I can at least get somewhere between Great and Perfect on all of them. Don't take Gear 3 to this island. Dear Lord, do not take Gear 3 to this island. If you want to have a bad time in One Piece Treasure Cruise, you take Gear 3 to Absalom. Oh my goodness. I mean, Rayleigh is okay. Rayleigh, at least if you hit your grace, you'll do some damage, but I highly do not recommend bringing a Gear 3 team or a Rayleigh team to this island. So some people really like Gear 3s, and I love Gear 3s, I love Rayleighs. Don't bring Gear 3 and Rayleigh to this island. Because my first time I did this island, I used my Rayleigh team. And that was like way back when I did not bother looking things up. That was a pain. Killer works pretty well since you want to just attack 4 times right away. And then you only need to hit a couple perfects. So Killer is always good, and Killer is quick, so that makes it nice for this island. And there's me missing all my attacks like a scrub, and that's how we do. Absalom will change all orbs to combo orbs on after his first turn. And on his 3rd turn, he'll buff his defense and attack, and put up a defense protector. And his attack, the intervals between his attack will go from 2 turns to 1 turn between attacks. Normally he attacks every 2 turns. After turn 3, he attacks every 1 turn. Boom. Oops. But even then, he will, after he does this and boosts his attack defense and puts a debuff protection, he will attack for 6,250 or 6,200 something every turn. But, like with Marco and NL, I will heal up a nice bit, so I'm not too concerned about things. It's not that hard. As long as you hit perfects, you'll be good to go. The secret stage is Zoro's zombie. And Zoro Zombie is a dex slasher. His name is Jigoro of the Wind. Ooh, Jigoro of the Wind. He's not really a great person. He doesn't have a captain ability. His special is Orb Shuffle and then deal some dex damage, and his stats are not great, so you're not really going to be needing this secret character. Absalom himself, pretty decent stats. He goes up to 1,000 attack, 2,600 health. His special is his captain ability is Boost Shooter Captain, attack by 2. And his special is reduce damage taken by 50% by 2 turns, and boost recovery for 2 turns. So it's a 2-turn smoker special that also boosts your recovery. Kinda useful. He gives a nice damage reducer for strength teams. And the books that you get on the island are the only important books you get are killer books that Killer works great on the island, Diablo Sanji books, and Mr. 2 books. Mr. 2 very useful for GARP teams, because for Psi teams with GARP on it, because you can use it to give yourself guaranteed full Psi orbs with GARP. Killer books quite useful because Killer has a stupid long cooldown. Killer's cooldown is like one of the longest in the game. And the only time I ever actually have used Killer's special is like on Zero Stamina Island when I'm purposely trying to stall out for it, because that Killer's got a long freaking cooldown. And then Sanji's cooldown is kind of useful if you're using him to clear the high armor defense stage that's usually like right before a boss on a lot of raid bosses. So if you bring Sanji to clear out like stage 4 of Mihawk, for example, to keep your orbs, that's always useful. But Absalom's Island is really annoying. It's like actually my least favorite island because hitting perfects without seeing them is really annoying. Anyways, guys, I've been Zenigami. Good luck farming Absaloms, and y'all stay beautiful.